They went into alright, so one thing I want to get set up is I want to get up a better sifting setup going. I mean, it's clogged up right now anyway, so we're just going to take this and break it. And I wonder if I could just pick these up. This I'm going to have to break. Okay, now what I want to do with this... Well, I kind of want this to be accessible, but my sifting setup, I want to be able to feed... basically feed cobblestone, and I'm going to build another one of these, because I want this to just work to feed this in, but... basically, I want to feed cobblestone into 3 pulverizers. I don't know how many pulverizers I have. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to need 2 more. Let me check storage. See if I have any more pulverizers in here. I thought I put the recipe in for a pulverizer. So let's craft 2 more and check my monitor. We're missing cobblestone, which I can fix, I think. This is probably not even keeping up, though. It's all getting fed down in there. So I don't have any spare cobble coming in right now. Let me see if I can make another extruder, because I'm going to need it anyways. And... do I have the extruder recipe in? You know what, let me encode that. Because I think I have everything in there for it. Boom. Encode. What I can do is just turn that switch off for a second so it doesn't do it. And I'll put that in the crafting CPU. So there we go. Let's put these down with the machines. And then I'm going to turn this switch off so it starts building up cobble. And I'll use that. Why is it still feeding in? Should be. Alright, we'll just turn this off. There we go. So that doesn't need to be powered? Apparently not. Well, then I can get rid of this block. It's very unsightly. I'm just going to feed this in. We need cobble. Looks like everything crafted fine. So I have pulverizers. And the extruder, I never told it to craft, did I? Oops. Extruder. Begin. And... oops. Told it to craft, what's it missing? Do I have the servo recipe in there? Oh, I need to fix that. Let me get sand and see if it works, though. So I know I've got some sand in here somewhere. It's dust. Oh, well, we're not making any, are we? Let's get this out of here. We will start. Pulverize that. It ought to come down here. Sand. Sand. I wonder if it will take glass and carved glass, if it'll use... Alright. Oops. Why is that making dust? Am I making sand here? Yeah, that's enough sand. That'll be a good start. Boom. How are we doing? Do I have a servo in here? I don't. I need to get the recipe for that in there. So let's... Alright, I need to take regular glass. See, because I have sand in there now, right? I don't like that it doesn't... That's annoying. Glass and tin. That's the part that's kind of frustrating. Do I really need the recipes for all those types of glass? Do I have 10 ingots in here? I don't know if I do or not. So those are going to be the 10 ingots that I need. Because those will be the ones that I get from the smeltery, which is going to be the source for my metal. And I'm going to need glass, which should be done by now. Wherever it is. Alright. And then we're going to go glass, glass, 10, 10. Encode, and then we need the glass, glass, iron, iron, encode, and take that out. Put both of those in here. And we'll get rid of that. How are we doing on crafting? Can I cancel this job? I think I can, and then I can go begin one. Oh no, I didn't ask for an induction smelter. I asked for an igneous extruder. Igneous. Begin. The servo ought to be coming. Right? Perfect. Now that works. So that makes it where I ought to just have an import bus for this. For cobble, so it's always bringing cobble into the system. But it looks like we're going to need... Honestly, I probably could get away with putting my smeltery stuff there. So let's bust this. This has got to be a lot neater than it was. Oh, that was my furnace. I need that. Okay, let's take the furnace at least and leave it running for now. There's that, and let's take the furnace. Where is the furnace? There it is. And we'll put the furnace over here for now. So that works. And then we'll take our wrench and flip this around here. Then we need output on the left side. Input on the top. Interface, where are you? There you are. And then in the interface, we'll just put all the patterns we've got. Except for this one, because this one is useless. Like that. And this pattern needs to just go. So we'll get it off the edge here. Boom. See ya. I don't know if we can edit that or not, or if I can clear them. I ought to check that out. See if I can clear the pattern. Or blank a pattern after a while, but at least we've got the servo now. We got plenty of pulverizers, which ought to be enough, and we're going to eat. Our potatoes will probably be in the system. Okay, so now if I look here, I ought to have baked potatoes, and plenty of them. Let's bring those out. Okay, so I should be able to cover that. Like that. And I should be able to break these. Don't really need them anymore. And that ME cable is going to move too, but it's a start. At least I've got an open area here. And I'm going to bust this. And I really want to get rid of this area, but we're going to put it... That's the problem with making this even. I should have thought about it. Everything ends up being odd in this game. But this is going to be the center. And let me take my 4 activators. I need to probably leave room. So we're doing activator here. Activator here, activator here, activator there. Then we're going to do our sieve in the middle. So these are all hitting it. And then we want to feed, I need export buses. So let's say export, basic export bus, we need 4 of those. Begin. We'll let that go and see if anything's missing. We are missing some sand. So I'll take a pulverizer. Put it over here. We'll get a little bit of cobble going. So pulverize. You know what? I just want to turn that off. I don't want the output to go anywhere. And we'll just fill that up, make some gravel. And this thing I need to set back up because I don't really... Looks like it's sending out, so that's good. Keep on powering it. And this should be making plenty of sand. Once it gets done with the stack, we'll put the gravel in there. Still automatic, but what I want to do... Ultimately, I could just set up where I have all like 3 pulverizers running and all the overflow goes in, but the problem is it doesn't make enough. I almost need to do like 3, 2, and 1 and feed cobble in all 3. So why don't we do that? I'll just take, I have enough room in my inventory. Let's take, first of all, the power needs to come up. Three, 2, and 1. And honestly, I ought to just take this whole back wall out. Because what I can do instead, I've got enough cobble where I can build this platform out a little bit, so I don't lose what I've got here. There we go. And I can take... What did I do with that? I didn't use it all up, did I? Well, where'd you come from? Jerk. I'm not equipped. Ah, come on. I can't let this guy kill me. I need my pick. Man, he's after me though, isn't he? There he is. Okay, let's get that back in my inventory. Hey Chavez, welcome to the channel. Alright. Keep your weapon. Let me sleep it off so these guys aren't spawning everywhere. And then we'll go back down here. So what I want to do is I want to bring my power up in the wall so I can use less conduit, but I think I put my conduit away. I think. Conduit. Yes, there. No, that's empty. There it is. Okay, I've got enough. So I want to take this here. I was afraid of that. I'll go down. Got to figure out where that it must have spawned out here. But I want to go here. Then I'll bust this. And instead, I'll go up the wall and power it from behind. Because that'll power everything on the ground. As long as I jump. There, that ought to work. And then we'll put our floor back in. And we'll take our machines, which I want my pulverizers. Oops, throwing things. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. And actually, I could bust the floor out still and run my cable into those. So the only thing that's going to be weird about it will be output. Because this one's going to have the potential of outputting, so this will be gravel, this will be sand, so the byproduct will be dust. So yeah, I'm going to need outputs out the left. And the only way to do that would be, I guess, with item ducts. So, okay, the way we'll configure this is we'll say the bottom. All I want to send down is red. The byproduct is going to go out the left side. The right side is going to be an input. Right on that? Yeah, because then I'll put my extruder here. Which doesn't need power. And then we'll do output on the left, and output on the bottom, and output on the right. Nothing on the back and top. So that'll put cobble into there, and then I'm going to take item duct, which I've got. Put cobble into there, turn that off. Whoops. Set that the right way. And that should work. And that'll make it where I've got all 3 resources coming in, and then at the bottom I could actually take the output So as long as I've got regular output set to the bottom of these, so red there, or I guess it's like an orangey color, then red there. See, this is going to be an output of gravel, which will go to sand, and that's going to go to gravel. How do I get rid of that? I suppose I could throw them both down, but I don't want that to happen. Maybe there would be a cleaner way to do that. So this has all the extra output will be coming from this side. We're going to set it to yellow on both sides. This is going to be an input from the top. Input from the top, yellow on the left side. Then I can take my item duct and set those to input or output only, then bust the floor, and we'll take an item duct down. So that'll take all the excess from those. There's got to be a better way to do this, because these two need to be feeding down as well. Do I have a vacuum hopper somewhere? Didn't think I had one set up. Oh, there it is. So the excess from this one... Oops. Hello. I just moved all this stuff around. So it's likely that... Oops. I think F7 ought to show me the place where I have... Oh, that's where they came from. I got a skeleton hanging out over here too. Do I have any more torches? I need some coal. There's some coal. And I need some wood. Yep, that'll work. And I got too much crap in my inventory. Dust, sand, and some sticks. Let's keep this lit up so we're not having to deal with spawns. That'll work. And let's check down. Thought that might be the case. That's better. Okay, so the biggest problem we've got is this could go on the top, but I need to have this output coming out. Like these two outputs can go, the bottom can be both, right? Because at that point they're finished products and they're going to feed down into the system. This one, the bottom can be both. Right, and the byproduct of this is going to be sand, but if I feed sand into here, this is also going to be creating gravel and sand, and we don't want that. But this is my only output, so let me... And then I need an item duct from this one, unless I build another extruder to feed that. Which I suppose I could do. Yeah, let's do one more extruder. That might be the easiest way to go about it. Because then I could do an extruder there, then the only output I'd really be worried about would be this one. And I wouldn't need to run one here. So I could, in theory, do this. Turn that off, that off, that off, and that off. And then turn this to an output. And then on this thing, we'll set the right side to just the overflow. So that's all yellows. And then I can just cover that whole thing. And then I need one more extruder feeding directly into that. Then we'll turn the top of this off. The right side will be an input. The left side will be nothing. And the back will be nothing. So then we have an input, we have an output. And this ought to be both, right? Both, both. No input from the back. No input from the left. Input from the top. Just regular output to the bottom. Right. Nothing from the left. Input from the top. Nothing from the back. Right? So that'll send the regular stuff down, so that'll just be gravel going down. This will send gravel down, input from the right, no input from the back, nothing from the top, output to the left. Output to the left, input from the top, nothing from the back, nothing to the right, nothing to the right, nothing from the back, input from the top, output to the left, output to the bottom. So the left will be sending overflow, left will be sending overflow, left will be sending overflow, bottom will be sending output, bottom will be sending output, bottom will be sending output, right will be the input, top will be the input, nothing to the right on that. Then all we got to do to start this is get the extruders going, and then I've got to get something down there to catch that, but it's a start. And then I'll use my covers to cover it all up. So let me make one more extruder. Got a pig. Hello. Extruder. Craft me one more. Begin. Missing sand. Which honestly, let me just get a bucket. Do I have a bucket? Or did I use it up? Bucket. Let me get some of this stuff in there. Raw rubber. I think I have what I need to make plastic, don't I? Is it in here? No, we're going to do that though. I'm going to make a couple more patterns. Pattern. Give me a couple of those. Pattern. We're still missing sand for patterns too. Okay. Then just give me a pulverizer, because I know that the output's not hooked up yet, so pulverizer, we're going to take this to sand. So this ought to take it to sand, and there's nothing down there to catch it yet, so it's not going to output. Perfect. So at least we're getting to where we can start it. And then we're going to use ME for everything, so I'm going to import all that stuff into ME soon. So I need my pick. The problem is I can't cover ME pipes, so up top I'm going to be using item ducts, and I'll use covers on them. Then down below I'll collect it into a hopper or something like that, and then collect from there. So I have sand, that ought to be enough. We'll make some patterns. So now this thing ought to be cooking. Yep. We'll make a couple patterns, and that will make it where we can oops, gotta eat. We'll make a couple patterns, and that will make it where we can get our whatever that was. What were we trying to get? There's something missing. But I want it where it can make raw rubber. So, oh yeah, rubber and then raw plastic. So it knows how to make plastic. So that's important. Then I'm going to have to do some more rubber trees. And ultimately I'm going to set up a rubber farm. And I'll run some conduit outside and make like some platforms. I'm going to make this thing all platform looking. I don't know exactly how it's going to turn out, but it's going to all be connected by bridges, I think. Should be cool looking once it's done, I think. Get some sand. Throw the sand in here, and I'm going to pump all this into the system. So I'd have two patterns now. We'll teach it how to make rubber bars. What do we need? What are we missing? Iron. Oh, not good. Need iron. Let's melt that down. See, I still have... I need to make a tank, I guess, for blood, because this thing keeps knocking in here and I keep having to manually come out, because the blood gets in the way. The goal is to get this where... Okay, we've got enough here. Let's encode. We need rubber. Oh, right. I need a rubber bar. I forgot we have to do this way. So let me get one in here. I'll get a rubber bar. I wish it knew this stuff. I mean, it's got a dictionary for it. It's like, whatever. Raw rubber. Rubber bar, which I already have one made. Encode that. And then rubber bar to raw plastic. Do I have any plastic made? No, I don't. Let's cook it up. And hopefully we can get that out of here. Plastic. Oh, it's using it for the recipes, isn't it? Alright, I need to break the output for now. And we'll cook one up so I have one to pattern off of. Rubber bar to raw plastic. Let's encode that. Why am I still carrying that? That can go in there. That can go in there. And we'll put the 2 patterns in here so it knows what to do. In here, I mean. And then we'll reset that. And then we should be able to put the rest of this stuff in there, and it will go on its way, making plastic. How are we doing? It knows how to make Fluix dust also, right? I think so. Then I also need to interface another pulverizer, so I can do patterns like with this thing. So for now I could put it here, but I think I'm going to change this and extend it to where I have the ME cable coming up the side and over the top of all of these, and I got to figure out where I'm going to put them, because right now this pulverizer is making all my 3 or 4 basic types of materials. Then let's see how we're doing crafting now. It needs iron ingot, it needs an ME interface. How are we doing on iron? That iron's got to be melted. We'll switch that in so it can make its bars, or make its but hopefully with this light, none of that's going to spawn. I'll make them 3 high. We shouldn't have many more issues with blood once this gets done. I'm going to bust that controller, and then I'm going to replace it. And now that there's light in there, I ought to not get more. And soon we're going to feed these things in. We won't have this issue anymore. It'll feed automatically in, it'll feed automatically out, and this stuff will be a whole lot easier to deal with. Okay. Anything else crafting? Nope. Hey, Acacia. How's it going? Oh, let's see. We're making more and more progress here. It's taken a while to get all this set up, but we are making progress. Progress is good. Get that, and then I'll go get my water. I thought, oh crap, I got rid of my water supply over here. I only need 1 bucket. Or I guess I need 2. Lava. Let me go grab some water. We'll get this party started. So right, got cobble coming in there. We got cobble coming in here. This should be sending any overflow out, but I got to collect down below. And I need 1 more extruder, which should be done. Right? It is. Perfect. That's like fast food place, right? We don't have them here. Grab that, put that in there, and then I ought to have... Wait, where's the water? I gotta get water 1 more time, and we ought to be set. The only thing we're not getting into our system regularly is cobble. We have a Sunday morning tradition of going to Waffle House to eat. There's input. Sure don't. Not on the East Coast. So that should be feeding out. And it may be that it doesn't have anywhere to go. I've seen them before, but I mean, I think they have them like some places, but we don't have them around here. Let's see if that starts feeding. It does. Alright, cool. And then we get all of our overflow, which we'll also throw into the system. And honestly, I can take all that, save a little bit of... Save a little bit of ME cable and do this. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. There we go, plenty of output. And we need to feed that into our system, but we're getting close. Now I just got to get enough ME cable to run it over there. So is anything clogging? Nope. Why isn't that feeding out? Oh, it is feeding out. Okay, good. Nothing appears to be clogging. We're going to take some covers and go boom. No wiring can show because I'm being a little OCD. And then we'll put another machine there. I don't know what, but we can put something there. But that looks nice. What kind of stuff they have? They have burgers and stuff like that? I ought to stop in at one next time we go by. Okay, so that's feeding in. We've got... Oh, let's see. Oh, nothing going in here yet until I get more... I need more ME cable. Let me make... like... 20 of those. See if we can do it. Needs sand. I'll be able to get sand down below. Plenty of sand. That seems to be the limiting factor here. It needs glass. It's making glass. Lots of glass. Luke's dust is fine. Are we making any more ME cable? I've only got 3. It must be cooking it up. Let's make sure it is. Yeah, I can't beat that. How are we doing? Are we getting there? Yeah, it's making 3 at a time. Good. Alright. Let me get some ME cable. We're going to start running it over there because I want that. Do we have import buses? Begin. Put that in there. And what are we missing? Oh, it's making it now. Good. Next. Do we need more iron? Export buses. I mean, I guess I need those. How many did I tell it to make? Yikes. Actually running kind of low on iron. We actually have a place called Burgers, Shakes, and Cream here. And that's one place I really like to go because they have everything you just said. Well, especially with you talking about shakes and stuff. Let me eat. I'm also here to get some more iron. I need to get iron wherever I have it. There's some there. And none in here. Starting to get pretty low on it, to be honest, but I'm about to set up an amazing sifting system that will hit all types. We're hoping. Now that I have my pulverizer wall set up, not quite ready to cook those, but I think I have plenty of baked. So the best way to handle this, I think, is going to be bringing it up from the bottom, because basically the sifter is going to import from the top. Then the export bus is going to be, so I think I have import buses. So let me change these to where they have an input on the top. We don't need an export. Did I just see something moving? Oh, it's a pig. Yeah, Serge has been here. I think he may have left it up from last night because he was here for the Star Wars stream. He hasn't been saying much. I mean, maybe he's lurking, but I think he just may be away. But I don't know if on a Sunday morning we're going to get a ton of traffic. I just want to get in here to get the get this hard part done. I mean, this is so grindy at this point, but it makes it so much easier if I take the time to really set up a good automated resource production system. Then I don't have to do any more of that clicking crap. That gets really old. Yeah, that's him, I think. Either that or just AFK. But whatever. He's allowed to hang out. Alright, but we're getting there because we got like this nice power system set up. This is all automatic. It's self-sustaining. That's good. And producing plenty of power. I'm starting to get power run all through the floor. So those are powered all off of this system. This is powered off of that system. The wires are going away, so it's starting to look a lot neater up here. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do my interfaces yet. I may put them on like along the back wall, but the problem is the interfaces have to be on top, and I have to run this ugly cable up. But at least it's a start. Yeah, it's early over there too for you guys. We've been going for a little bit, but my wife has some classwork to do today, so I've got some free time to sit around. I don't have work since it's Sunday, so I figured a great opportunity to get some resources automated. I don't know if I told you how we did this because you came in after we got it done, but these are all feeding cobblestone, and then it'll feed down the stack. So like this one goes cobble, gravel, sand. This one goes cobble, gravel. This one goes this cobble, gravel. This one feeds sand out the bottom. This one feeds dust out the bottom. This one feeds gravel out the bottom. And then I'm going to collect them all once I get some more cable built up in one spot so I can have an auto sifter. And then this fourth one, I'm going to feed in sand once I get that automated. So once I get sand coming in, I'm going to feed it through the top from the ME system, from export buses. And then I'll have import buses on the bottom. So we'll see how it goes, but it's going to work pretty well, I think, once I get it all done. And then those will all be feeding in, and then the next thing I'll work on is feeding it into the smelteries. And those smelteries will be automatic and feed all of my metals into these little basins, and that will feed back in to make ingots, and then we'll have one big circle. And then I should just be able to craft anything from that point. That's the goal, at least. Big plans, we'll see how it works out. Did I already put that gravel in here? Must have. But I need to get it going because I'm running out. Running out of iron real quick from all this crafting. Okay. I need an import bus. Import bus. And then I need my cable. Takes a little while to craft everything. I might have to put more than one furnace on the system eventually, but for now... Jeffrey? Is that a pig? Because I only see one pig. Where'd he go? Hey, import bus, done. So now I can get this, and I can take plenty of cable. Yeah, I know that's... Isn't that from another streamer? I don't remember who, to be honest with you. I have a hard time keeping up with it. There he is. Hello. I should actually name a pet of some sort. I know it's been done before, but it's nice to have pets. Pets are good. So we're going to import there, and then we'll take our cable, which has come this far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Look at that. Right, Minecraft Universe, that's who it was. I've seen him before. I don't have a whole lot of time to watch other people though. Like I work all day and all that stuff. Welcome to the channel, Armadillo Aftar Armadillo. I don't know, if I see a pig, I think he's breakfast, to be honest with you. Bacon or sausage? Sounds good to me. We had sausage and waffles this morning, so that makes me think of breakfast. He looks yummy. Now bat, not so much. They don't make me salivate. Okay, so that's going into the system now. We've got that. Now if I can get my export buses working here. I know I got them done. Where'd they go? There you are. And I go 1, 2, 3, 4. One of these will be soul sand. And you know what? I want that other one too, because then I can actually export sand into that. Yes, this is coming along. So then we need gravel, which I've got. I got dust. And we'll go here. Let's make this one gravel. We'll make this one dust. Give me some sand, which I should be getting plenty of now, if it's not taking it all away. Sand. And this one can be soul sand, which I've got some down here, I think. And once I get soul sand into my network, we'll be well on our way. So soul sand, there. And then we'll go ME cable. Cable. I don't really need to connect that. And I don't know where I want to bring this up, but I'll probably bring it up in this corner just because it's less ugly. I wish there was a way to hide that, just because I'm a little OCD about it. We'll go down there, and then we'll bring this way. Where's my hopper? Vacuum hopper. Here. Top of that for items. Oh, I don't want to click that. Top of that for items. Yeah, I'm just too lazy to type. And then we want an import bus on that. Watch this, I'm going to search. Import. Got one. Then it's just a matter of hooking this thing into the system and we are good to go. Export buses are set up, these are clicking. And let me see if I can get that. Oops, I just, here. There we go, shift right click. Oh, gotta eat. And I think that's going to be that. I just have to take this down here and come across. And it's hooked in. Then we'll take this out, and where's my... There's my stone brick. Cover that. This ought to feed in now, right? Look at that. So that feeds into the vacuum hopper. We're starting to get... stuff. That is great. Gravel's feeding in, dust is feeding in, sand is feeding in. Very nice. You're really worried about that, aren't you? I've done something before they call the polar bear challenge, where you used to have to get, they have this stream up here that is like 50 degrees, and we had to go stand in it or sit in it for a couple minutes and then swim. But that was certainly interesting. So the only other thing I need to import I need to put this on import bus. And then we're going to come here, go up, and I need a couple more to just click into that. There's one. I'm one ME cable short. Then all I have to do is figure out a way to feed it in. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a ton of fun. But look, that looks good. It looks like we were making progress. The sifting system is much better. It ought to change what's sifting in every time. Why is it only sifting gravel? Oh, there we go. Sand 1, so sand 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It ought to... What if I turn this off? There's dust. Gravel. It did get dust in there. I saw it just a second ago. I want to make sure it's going to alternate every time. Maybe once I get soul sand coming in. I just want to make sure that it does a little bit of everything. Because then we'll be feeding things in as we need them. We might need to come up with some more storage, but... so if I put iron now, it looks like it's getting a little bit of everything. pulverized, crushed, and broken. And then I gotta make more ME cable and go this way with it. But with ME, this is not gonna work, so we just might as well fill this in. Alright, so that is working basically. Let that run. I'm going to figure out how to get this thing in without making it completely ugly. I'm almost going to just take... I might, instead of doing it this way, what I'll end up doing is breaking this hopper. And then I'll come down here and come down with this. And don't let that happen. And then I'll feed sand in from below. I don't think I can feed directly into a duct. So I'm going to need to put like a chest there. And you know what, I can put an import bus. Or I guess that's an export bus, isn't it? Where would you do the ice water challenge? Would that be like at school or something? Or where? I mean, I guess you're out of school right now. Where would you do that? Export bus, basic. Begin crafting that. And I'm missing iron. So there's that. What else do I have? Well, what would make you have to do it? I mean, I guess somebody would challenge you? I'd just be like, no, I'm not doing it. Alright, let's see how we on storage. Oops, didn't mean to turn that around. We're starting to fill up. I gotta make more storage soon. I guess you can't turn the challenge down if it's been issued, huh? What I might do is make some glowstone covers. I can actually do that, can't I? And that'll make it where I can, like, light up the inside. That might actually work. I have an idea. Do you know if glowstone covers... And where are they? There we are. Take a whole stack. Glowstone block. Where's my saw? There's my saw. Saw. That ought to put out light. So I'm going to get up here and I'm going to bust the roof here. Oh, see, it is killing them. So if I take these... I vote for the charity. I don't know if that puts off light or not. And then we'll take... Hey Gabriel, welcome back. That's not what I heard. I heard that Acacia was the only one up. So, I don't know if that generates light or not. So, we'll have to see. Am I still getting spawns in there or not? And then I'll just build that up to the roof. I hope it does. Because I can't really have anything in there, and I don't want glowstone in the middle of my floor up top. I want the floor to look like that. Alright, let's sleep to get rid of the rain. Drives me nuts. Right now I'm automating soul sand. If I actually get it done. Did I get the import bus? Oh, I think I'm still missing iron. Yeah, let me get that iron. I don't know, do you know Minecraft? Because this is modded Minecraft, so it gets pretty nuts. Oh, not again. That thing always clogs up. Okay. Drop the iron in the system. There we go. Autocraft. That's looking better. Give me an import bus. Is import right? No, I need export. Uh-oh. Export. I have one of those. Let's set that up where it's going to send some sand in. Well, it's a good game. The creativity or creative side is what makes it awesome. Alright, so that ought to import that soul sand. Yes, it does. Let's see if soul sand actually ends up in here in one of the cycles. There's sand, gravel. Come on now. Soul sand's got to win. There's some dust. Soul sand. Cool, dust, soul sand. So it's going to like switch off. That's cool. It'll hit everything. So then I can take... Is Jacob a friend or a brother? Look at that, emeralds. Already making emeralds. That's good. Getting seeds, all kinds of good stuff in here. Good deal. I'm having a brain fart. Oh, that's right. I need to make a chest. And put that down there, and then we'll import. I have an import bus, which makes it where I should be able to connect here too, which is awesome. So we're going to take the chest here. We're going to turn this one off. Turn this to an output. I might need to actually switch that on, we'll see. And then we need my... Oh no, that won't work. I'm going to be one short. Export bus here and set that to sand. Gotcha. So give me sand. There we go. And until I hook it in, it's not going to work. But we're going to take this, put sand here. Sand will go in there. Whoops, just like rebounded it off of that thing. So sand will go in there once I get that hooked in. This is an so export here. This is going to import the soul sand as it gets done. And then all I need to do is hook that into the ME system and probably power that block. So I need one more ME cable. And it ought to work. Hey Keyblade, welcome back. So, let's see. How's this going to work? I need one more ME cable. Cable. Craft. Begin. Don't tell me I need anything for that. Alright, it's just going to make... It's making glass, I hope. Yes, good. Glass will get done. I'll get my cable. And that ought to be done, right? Right? Yes, it is. Give me my cable. Awesome. Alright, so Gabriel, do you understand how basic Minecraft works and what the difference is? Because, like, normally you wouldn't have all this automatic resource stuff. So let's see if this is working. It probably won't be because... Alright, I have sand in there, then I need to power that block. So give me a switch. So this is a mod pack, so with a mod pack... Oh, I need to eat. With the mod pack, they changed the game a little bit. So in Agrarian Skies, you've got to basically generate your resources as opposed to being able to mine them. Like you've seen where you normally would have a huge world where you could mine. Well, this one's different because... So that should start the output on that. Pulls that in. And that should be importing. So this is going to make soul sand. The soul sand will get sucked down in, we're hoping. That one doesn't seem to be working. Did I break something? Oh, I broke something by going down in that block. Okay. Change of plans. We're going to make this a little uglier, but that's fine. Alright, so let me bust this. That might actually work okay. Stop dropping the sand on me. There's that. So in order for this to work, let me just bust this. I swear I have a plan. It may not look like I have a plan, but I have a plan. Alright. Come down there. This has got to be a block still, because I need to be able to put a switch there. Then... yeah, it's a little uglier. But that is what it is, unfortunately. Okay, so I need to not fall. That is goal number 1. Let's not fall. Then... aha, this will work. Chest. Import bus. Export bus. My bad. And then switch, 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 switch. Nope, too far. There we go. Face the chest. We're going to right click this. Oh, it's still got sand in it. Good. And this now is getting sand. And then I'm going to put a switch here, which will power both the pump, basically that pipe over there. Oh, I need to turn this off. It'll basically pipe that pipe way back there, the one that's not turned on, and the pipe up here, which should be red, which is not red. So let me get that red real quick. Let me make sure I can stand. And red. Flip it. Now like that. Flip it. That's powered. That's powered. Now it should work. And now that's feeding sand in. So now this ought to be automatic. These will turn to witch water. As they turn to witch water, it'll feed sand in, we hope. The sand will get pulled out. And we should be getting soul sand in here. It ought to keep feeding in. Yep, more showing up. More sifting. Beautiful. That is working well. Now let's make sure it switches to gravel too. I just saw gravel. Yep, that looks good. Getting a little bit of everything in here. Alright, let's make another batch of ME cable. I have a feeling I'm going to be short on rubber. But it is a start. That could be a long answer. Not sure that we have time. Alright, we'll get that ME network going up to the front. And pretty soon we'll get these to where they're being imported as well. And then I need to do an export of fluid into that. One, two. Oh boy. Got that. Okay, now I've got to figure out where I'm going to put my other machines. This doesn't need to be here anymore. It's bad to put college and not be able to spell college. Yeah, that's not good. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. I don't know how to make that. Oh, I got to get wireless going. Do I know how to make a Fluix crystal? I don't. Let's encode that. And I need more patterns. First of all, let's get the iron put in. I've got plenty of cable coming. I can do the import and export buses. I don't need to do wireless yet. So let's do that first. Plenty of cable. We're going to go that way. Alright, that looks good. Well, I gotta say, you do keep chat interesting.